Hey guys, how's it going? Starting a little late today. I could have totally done this video in the morning, but I just it's been one of those days. You ever have one of those days where you just sit and do nothing, pretty much. Yeah, my whole day has been like that. I haven't even eaten. I've just been sitting in front of the computer, not even gaming, just watching videos. Watching videos, texting on my phone, which I don't generally do very often at all. Um, but but uh, but yeah, I made a new friend a couple of weeks ago. Another new friend. Now that I actually leave the house, I make friends, and and she likes to text, so I've been texting a little more lately. Coming into this video a little unprepared, so we're just gonna kind of do a weekly vlog, I guess. I'll tell you what I did. There is a bunch of sound you're probably gonna hear. I've heard the ice cream truck rolling past. There's been the sirens, and yeah, so my bad. And actually, I bought a new microphone. Why don't I have it plugged in? I bought a new microphone, so let me go get it. I have it all in this little box to keep it all together. But I actually got two. So on those days that I do a video with my friend, generally it's in Costco, but maybe someday he only really likes to go grocery shopping, so I don't know what we do that he likes to do aside from that, but if we do other stuff, I can get him to wear one so you hear both of us good. And yeah, so let's test it out, because right now, up until this moment, I forgot to plug it in, so you've been hearing the sound, the mic quality that you usually hear. And I think I'm just gonna hold it. It does have a clip on, but I don't really need it clipped on, unless, I don't know, because it does look, I always think it looks, when you're watching a video and someone's like this, I always think that's so fucking weird, right? So maybe not be the weird person that I always think everyone else is. So we'll do that, and then we'll just move it up. Okay. But now that looks weird. I'm just gonna hold it. Yeah. I don't think I'm wearing the, what if I put it on the necklace and then it just dangles? It's just part of the necklace now. No, I don't like that. I'm just gonna hold it for today. It's not plugged in yet though, so let's do that. Okay, it's plugged in. Realistically, you should hear me. And I'm hoping you do, because well, I'll have to redo this entire video if you can't. Because I will have assumed you could hear me. I don't know. I'm just going to hold it today, okay? And I'll figure out a better setup, because it turns out that I don't like the way my shirt looks when it's clipped onto it. And something I wasn't thinking of when I got it. But that's okay. I'll work with this, okay? I'll work with it. And yeah, either or, you should hear us a little better. Phones, which is how I do all these videos, phones are so good nowadays that honestly, in a lot of cases, they're better than video cameras. I have 2 video cameras in this room, and I've never talked about them because except for maybe one that I probably said I bought a few years back. But the reason I never talk about them is because you pretty much need a $10,000 video camera to outbeat the quality of a smartphone. Smartphones are so fucking good, and honestly, they should be. A typical smartphone will run you more money than a computer. So yeah, they go from anywhere from $1,000 to 2,000, right? And yeah, so because of that, I never really thought about getting a microphone. Like, I guess in the back of my head, I was like, one of these days I should, but I never rushed it because I always felt like we were fine. You always could hear me pretty good. And, granted, I do keep you close if I go out. Yeah, I think that's when this will be good because it does have some noise reduction in it. And it also is good for, if I decided right now to go downstairs, as long as it's clipped onto me, it should still connect properly. And yeah, that'll be another test I'll have to do, is to see how far away from the phone can I get with this thing. Yeah. So yeah. So that's something we bought. To be fair, I felt pretty okay with our setup, like, once again, a smartphone is really good nowadays. And to be fair, you're not even on the best smartphone right now. My other phone is always set to 4K. I don't know what I have this one set to. But I don't know if you guys are like me. Like, I don't see a big increase in much, like this right here compared to like my 4K, the wall would just look a little whiter, like a tiny bit whiter. It's like not like I wouldn't notice the difference if it wasn't me doing it. But yeah, point is, we're good. I've got the tripod. I have two phones, and this is my older phone. You're on my personal phone. It's easier for transferring the files. So that's why I like to use this one. And then my other one is actually my business phone. This one here's the Android. I love Android, so that's my personal phone. And then my business phone is an iPhone. I had just decided I could have gone 2 Androids, but I had decided to get it as an iPhone just to see the actual difference between the two brands. Yeah. And I kind of hate that I use the iPhone a little more lately. Yeah, it kind of bugs me because I love Android. But because it's a newer phone, things are just that much more convenient to do on that phone. And yeah, but getting back to our point, the microphone was just, hey, let's see how it goes, because I think we do perfectly fine. And yeah, my plan isn't really to upgrade anything until, well, I don't feel like we need to upgrade anything, honestly. So it would take this channel being monetized and bringing in a good amount of money before I upgraded, like, say, like, get a video camera or something. But even, I don't know if I'd even do that, honestly. Yeah. So anyway, that's one thing I did this week. Yeah, a little off topic. That was a 10-minute discussion right there. Already got promoted at my new job, so that was fast. So there's that. So more money, more hours. and still doing the business. And yeah. Last night I was in a lot of pain. I woke up yesterday when I woke up, right back here, my tooth back there was just killing me. Now, you might remember a few weeks ago I said, "Yay, we're finally done with the dental work." Well, that was true and false at the same time. It was true because it was, "Yay, we're done with the dental work I can afford." That's really what it meant. Technically, I have 2 root canals I have to do, and I've put them off because each root canal is $1,200. That's a lot of fucking money. And so I was in such pain yesterday. I called them up and I said, I'm in a lot of pain. Is there any possible way we can do like a payment plan or something for the root canal so that I can just get it done? And because I don't want to extract it, like I don't want to have difficulties eating food on that side. And anytime you can save a tooth, you should choose to do that. And so the girl said that that it is possible if the dentist signs off on it. And he wasn't there for the weekend. He comes back tomorrow. So I'm going to go down there tomorrow and see if he can sign off on a payment plan. This is something that I've really wanted for a while, like a payment plan type thing. They've never, even knowing that I needed these root canals done, they've never suggested it. And they knew damn straight that there were root canals I needed done and that, I couldn't afford it or else I would have done it, right? And it's just, I find it so crazy that in a lot of cases, you have to be at like the worst state in, I don't want to say in your life, but let's just use it because this can apply to many things in the world. You have to be at your worst state in order to find out that something could have been done. Something could have been done. And it's just like, okay, so I've been sitting with this root canal for years, this tooth that needs a root canal for years. It's worsened. It's affecting other teeth. And all along, we could have done a payment plan that you didn't tell me about. It's like, yeah, it's just like, am I wrong for being pissed about that? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. You're my dentist. You're supposed to be telling me these things, right? So I don't know for sure if we can do the payment plan. I don't what's the phrase? I don't like to put all my eggs into one basket type deal. Like, yeah, until I am told, yes, you can do a payment plan and this is how we will do it, I won't believe it, right? So as far as I'm concerned right now, I'm going in tomorrow to see if we can do a payment plan. And yeah, so still can't really afford it, but I can afford a payment plan. If we could do it on like, say, a 3-month, because, in 3 months I'd be coming back anyway into the dentist. And then, if I could do like maybe, a payment a month for 3 months, then that wouldn't be too bad. That would be $400 a month to pay off the root canal. And then if we can do a payment plan, then I say we do the next root canal after I've paid off for the first one and just get everything out of the way. Yeah. So I'm really banking on that working because you know, it took me having like I won't say it's the worst day I've ever had. I have had tooth pain. Don't forget, I didn't go to the dentist for 20 years. So there was massive tooth pain happening in that time frame. And yeah. So I do know tooth pain, and yesterday's wasn't remotely close to the amount of pain I've felt in the past. But as someone who has a dentist now and can afford the basic essentials of a dentist, I can't afford no root canals, but I can afford regular dentist trips, and so as a person like that, yeah, it's, it was enough to get me to call in, but yeah, so wish me luck, guys. I hope that all pans out, and I'll, of course, let you guys know, because I let you guys know everything about my life, pretty much. I did technically schedule a root canal for tomorrow. She did ask me. She was like, okay, so I'll set you up for tomorrow to come in and talk to the dentist about the payment options. Do you want me to schedule you for a root canal? And the pain was so bad, right? I'm like, yes, let's get it done, assuming I can do the payment plan. And then today I woke up and I felt completely fine. Like nothing had happened, and all I did is I put one tiny little bit of Orajel directly on the tooth. And let's be real, Orajel is a temporary relief. It's not a cure. So I was not expecting to be fine when I woke up this morning, but we were, thank God. And so now I'm kind of like, well, if I don't ironically become in pain tomorrow, knock on wood, then I prefer to maybe hold off the root canal, not like for weeks, but maybe till the weekend, because if I do the root canal tomorrow, I'm literally going to work, the next day with having a root canal done. And don't get me wrong, you can go to work after a root canal, but I heavy lift. I have a lifting job. So, and that's the thing you're not supposed to do with a root canal. So my plan is, if we can do the payment options, I don't work weekends. So at least not at the moment. They've never scheduled me for weekends. So I personally would like to do it on a Saturday. That's why I was kind of hoping, because I called on a Saturday, right? I was kind of hoping maybe it could just be done that day. But because payment options have to be approved by the dentist, but they made it sound pretty good, Granted, that's just the receptionist telling me shit, right? But they made it sound pretty good. Like, yeah, just come in, get it approved by the dentist, and then give us your card. There was no talk about applying for anything, and which I'm glad for, because there is this other thing that I found like a month ago, and it's a loan for dental, and I really didn't want to do that. One thing to know about me, guys, is I have been loan free all the way. I'm a 40-some-year-old woman that has never taken a single fucking loan out. And I like that. And I want to keep it that way. I've never really been in debt. I've had bills. of course. There has been times where maybe life is rough that month and, you know, they get paid late or something, but I have never been in debt. So yeah, and that is because I barely use credit cards. I didn't have a single credit card for the longest time. It wasn't till I realized that I needed them to up my credit rating that I went and got one, which I barely use. So so yay for that. And and I've refused to take out loans. I could have taken a loan out for the business. I decided I didn't want to. I wanted to just save the money and then use that saved money for the business. Houses, stuff like that. I just refuse any sort of loan. And yeah, there's two people or two companies, we shall say, two organizations that I hate the most in the world. One is the government, and two is the banks. And so I do my damnest to stay clear of those two. Granted, you need a bank to have money, so can't totally stay clear of the banks. And we do need to file taxes for the government. So, there is, but I don't want to deal with them any more than that. So yeah. So that is that. I've managed to make this pretty much almost a 30-minute video already. And yeah. So I guess the last thing to say is that Hogwarts Legacy on the gaming channel is done being edited. And I 100%ed it this weekend. Well, pretty much 100%ed. The collection, all the in-game stuff is 100%. Steam achievements, I'm sitting at 42 out of 45. The last 3 are to do the other houses because I had chosen Hufflepuff as my first house. So now I gotta do the other 3 houses and just get to the map chamber, which really is at the beginning of the game. So that's probably, I would say, 3 hours per house. So we're looking at another 9 hours. So that'll probably be divided by 2 streams. And then we're done. I can uninstall it and start playing the new game. Because I'm at the point where if I want to add another game, because all games are like 100 gigs minimum nowadays, or at least close to it, some are 60, but for the most part, like, close to 100, especially if it's a game that gets updated, because updates add to it. But yeah, if I want to add another game, I have to buy more room, a bigger hard drive. Yeah, because I have a lot of stuff on the computer. I'm a content creator, so, games, while I have multiple gigs of games, they are the bigger part of what takes up space on my computer. But editing is also, because I have 3 channels. So it'll be nice to free a little space. Plus, we have a new game we're going to play soon. And yeah, so it feels good to have Hogwarts Legacy out of the way. It's been that game. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love Hogwarts Legacy. But it's been an ongoing game for a while. I started it in December of 2024. And then I played it from December to June of 2025. Because keep in mind, I'm not a streamer that can stream, 12 hours a day. So it takes me a little longer to finish games, and I wanted to do everything. So I did main quests, side quests, collection, events, challenges, everything, right? So so we completed the game in June of last year, and then it was always at the back of my head. I kept it installed because I was like, I gotta return back to it. I want to 100% it. I want this to be one of the few games that I go completion on, because I am a completionist, but over the years, I've tried to not be a completionist in every game I play, because it leads to me getting behind in my games, right? Because 100% in games is a lot of extra time after you've technically finished the game. So, but Hogwarts was just so good. I wanted it to be one of those. And yeah. So yeah. So point is, 10 months after I completed the game, I returned back. And since I didn't stream on Saturday, because I was going to, but I was in so much pain, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. I'll play a little bit of games, and so that's the day I kind of finished the collection and all that. And yeah. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah. And I guess that's it for the video. I really don't have too much else to say. That's what's been going on with me this week. One of my friends is going to have a baby soon. So she, as of today, she was 2 centimeters dilated. So yeah, I told her, I'm like, you know what? You got to just tell that kid to just chill, because Mother's Day is next Sunday. and that's the day that the kid can be born, okay? I always thought it'd be cool to have a Mother's Day baby. I never did, but I had an Easter baby. Yeah, my girl was an Easter baby. My second child kind of was Valentine's Day, I guess. So he was almost a Valentine's Day baby, because his birthday is February 9th. Third is in October, although he was almost a Halloween baby. Easter baby, Valentine's Day baby, and a Halloween baby. So who knows? Maybe next week I'll tell you that my friend had her baby. And yeah, it'll be her second one. She already has a daughter. Her daughter is only 18 months though. So yeah, she's just like bam bam with these babies, right? Yeah. To be fair, when I had my boys, it was kind of like that. Not quite 18 months, but close. They're 2 years apart. Anyway, so who knows? Maybe next week when we do another video here, I will be telling you that she had her baby. I've been pondering doing more than one video a week here. I really do love this channel. I love just chilling. Don't get me wrong, I love my gaming channel as well. I love gaming. But I also just kind of love talking to you guys about anything. And I wish we did it more. I wish we did it more than one video a week. It's just, I think if I did, they'd have to be super short videos, right? They'd have to be like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. I just have a thought and then I go record and say my thought and then end, right? Like, yeah, because I just don't got the time to edit. a 30-minute video every day that's like this. It's a one thing if it's a gaming video, but for these videos, like, but these are definitely a little more work. You know, I gotta get dressed, I gotta brush my hair, you know, gotta look half decent, you know, especially since I'm a girl that doesn't wear makeup, you know. But yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go edit this video and get it on the channel and then go make some dinner. For my stream people, I will post the stream schedule as I tend to do on Sundays. I'll post that probably around 9ish, you know, after I'm done eating. Tomorrow's gonna be a Star Wars game. You know, may the 4th be with you. Since I won't be here tomorrow because we don't do daily videos here. May the 4th be with you. And that's it. That's it for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a great week, and we'll catch you next time. Bye. And now that I hold it, I've you know, I always wave bye, but because I'm holding this, I'm just like, okay, bye. Okay, so let me hold it with the other hand. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, have a great week, guys. Bye.